Who is here with me? Who is here with me? Can you hear me? Who is on this call with me? Hi, Anedu Kingsley. Good evening. Hi, Anedu. Hi, Kisiki. Good evening. So we will get started in 3 minutes. Okay, I believe it's time, so let's get started. So first of all, I want to welcome everyone on this call now. I want to welcome everyone on this call right now. And that being said, let's dive into what we have for today, which is social media art. Social media art is talking about from invisible to irresistible. From invisible to irresistible. So far we've discussed four topics. The first was the introduction and opportunities in digital marketing. The second was what? We've talked about social media positioning. We've talked about social media management. So today is social media art. And the thing I'll be talking about is paid content that appears on people's timeline or feed to drive specific results. And ad target specific people based on their behavior, interests, and demographics. I hope you guys can hear me. If you cannot hear me, let me know. So now, what is social media advertising? There are two different kinds of content on social media. There's something we call paid content, and there's something we call the organic content. Now, what is the paid content? The paid content is the one that appears on people's profile that helps to drive sales, or clicks. You understand? What do I mean by sales or clicks? Sales of, like, all those contents. I know the favorite one or the ones we have seen mostly is maybe Facebook ads. Facebook ads are those ones that when you go on Facebook or maybe on Instagram and you see those content that are sponsored beneath the brand name or the username or the account name, something like sponsor. That are what's paid ads. And now for organic content are just content that you see randomly on Facebook. All other ones are organic content. Paid content are specifically for what? There's something we call the behavior of the person. The person is targeted based on their behavior on social media. But based on their interest, what are the things they usually pick interest in? What are the things they search for? And based on their demographics, more like their location is their demographics. Your location, anything happening in your location, all those things are demographics. Probably date of birth too. Date of birth, all those things are under your demographics. Now, let's define terms. What are organic reach? How many people can see your post without you paying? That is organic reach. Without you paying, what is the expected outcome of your post? Then now for paid reach, how many people see your post through ads? How many people can see your post through ads? So when it's paid, it's usually much more, except you're an influencer. But even influencers, when they pay, they usually get more reach. They reach new audience depending on what their demographics, their behavior, and their interest. Because Facebook have gathered, their algorithm have gathered the specific people that were like, okay, maybe you searched for this thing today. Have you ever wondered why on social media? Maybe you search for something, you do not find what you're looking for. But with time, you will always find that you always find that you always find that on your timeline because you search for it once and the algorithm have already recorded it that, oh, this person likes this stuff, this person is looking for this stuff. So you frequently or with time you always see the ads on that stuff. After that being said, I would say ads gives your content wings. Instead of waiting to be found, you appear where it matters. Instead of you to be waiting until when people come and see your content, now you are buying their attention. Instead of you waiting to get their attention, you are buying their attention. That is the difference. Instead of you to wait to get their attention, you know what, you buy their attention. Now, why organic reach alone is not enough? Why waiting alone is not enough? Waiting for organic reach alone is not enough. Now, I want us to know something. Organic reach are more like people that are already warm audience, maybe people that you may know on Facebook, people that add you as friends are people that you may know, and sometimes people that have come across your content and liked it. So it's more like they're already warm audience. But for paid audience are mostly cold audience, people that you've not met before. So will your content convert them? That is another thing you should be asking yourself when running adverts. Whenever you see a creative and you say, if someone I don't know before see this creative, will they be happy? Will they want to buy from me? Will they click on this advert? So that is what you'll be checking out when you're running adverts for yourself or for any business. So now, why organic reach is not alone, is not enough. Social media platforms are now pay to play for businesses, especially for businesses. You have to what? Pay to play in that business world, in that industry. You have to what? Pay to play very well in that industry. So social media platform now, every social media platform run ads. They already have a number of audience. They have in mind. Like you already know. Look at people I'm looking for. Like recently, I ran an advert for an MC host. What was the target audience? What was the interest I targeted? Event planners, upcoming birthdays, upcoming weddings, people that they're engaged in like 6 months, people that were engaged 6 months. You understand? All those demographics are what I was looking for, all those interests and behaviors. So we got number of messages from each location again. You have to check out the location. Yeah. If there's time, I'm going to share my screen to show you guys how Facebook ad work via the Facebook ad manager. Sorry. And if there's time, I will show you Google ads because they are different from of ads, and we're going to discuss that over time. So just stay calm while we continue. Another thing I want to say is what organic reach of Facebook and organic reach of Facebook and Instagram is often below 10%. 10% of what you put out followers. If you notice, will I say you go to some people's pages, you see that their likes, maybe their followers are like, let's say 100 and something. Usually they put your content to 10% of people that are meant to see the content. You understand? Now, the algorithm prioritizes content that keeps user on the platform and earn revenue. The algorithm know what they prioritize, they put first content that keep users on the platform. If your content are going to take people out, or if your content are going to make people just scroll past without them viewing it, if it's not attention grabbing, they'll be like, oh, this content is not attention grabbing. That's why when you create content, it's advisable you tell people to like and what to comment, and you comment yourself and share to your story. You comment yourself and do what, share to your story. So the algorithm will pick the fact that okay, this content is already being engaged on. So they will not ban your content already, even before it's already put out to the audience. So that is necessary. Now, real life analogy. Imagine opening a shop in a secret street. That is organic. You open a shop in a secret street, maybe along the roadside. Let's use along the roadside. It's organic. Because what? Anybody can do that. Any single person can do that. But when is it paid rich now? It is when you run ads like putting signposts across town. Maybe you put a signpost. When you now put maybe in front, you already have a design that have your brand. That is what is making you stand out. It's more like you paid for that thing you put in there, right? So that is why it was now paid rich. That is why it's paid rich. Or maybe you put it on billboards or signboards. Now that being said, I want to also let's talk about what when to run social media ads. You don't want to just be wasting money because of you want to get engagement or get leads. Unless you have the money, but then you have to have a goal in mind. There are different goals you have to run on Facebook, and we are going to discuss that. But now let's talk about this when to run social media ads. These are practical examples I'm just giving you. There are so many other ways, but these are practical examples. Just like we discussed when to hire a social media manager. So when to run social media ads are when launching a new product or service, event promotion, brand awareness, lead generation, sales. Now let's after the other. We already know what is launching a new product or service. If you want to launch a new product or service and you want people to get to know you, as I said, we are going to discuss the objective. You can want people to install your website, sorry, your app, or you want people to visit your website and take a particular action, or you want people to download your book. If there's anything, you can launch a new product. You want to send people to your e-commerce store, or you want people to buy your shirt or know that okay, this shirt exists. That is when you run ads. Take note because there's already what they call to action button. There's already a product to sell. Another one is event promotion. That's like webinars and live shows. You can run ads to promote your webinar to gather leads. and the rest of them. Brand awareness campaigns. This one is more like you want people to know about your brand on social media. This is something like Temu did. If you notice, the first time Temu came out, they started with something like their logo. I don't know how many of us saw their logo. We might not have seen their logo, but then for sure we saw one of their ad. But they started with their logo. That was brand awareness ad. They made sure people see their logo, not be like, what is this demo about? That was like, let me say, when people started asking that question, now they came in with what? Their products, with their e-commerce. They are step by they're like all these things. If you have the money, you should lay down a strategy for running your adverts. They came in now with what the sales campaign. After they've done the awareness campaign, they came in with what the lead generation campaign and the sales campaign. Now, that being said, lead generation is what to grow your email or WhatsApp list or to grow your content on social media. That's when you do what the lead generation. Now for sales, sales with urgency. This is like flash sales or discount sales. You can run ads for that. You want to sell out all your products on social media, so you can run ads for that. You can run ads for yourself, a business, a client, or an employer. Once you know the basics, then you are good to go. Now, ad platform overview. I just did an overview of okay, what platform, what is best for ad style and targeting type. Now, when you come to Facebook and Instagram, you can it's best for what broader reach because there's nobody anybody that gets food. The first thing they open is what Facebook, and if it's not Facebook, it's what Instagram before they think about any other platform. Especially like these days we are looking at the algorithm around us. Let's say in Nigeria. Now, the ad style best for Facebook and Instagram is what image adverts, video ads, carousels, and reels. You can advertise any of these ad formats. You can use any of these formats to advertise on Facebook and Instagram. And then targeting type is what interest, behavior, and lookalike audience. There's something they call lookalike audience. When you put a particular set of audience, I was like, I want this audience and people that look like this audience. So Facebook will go the extra mile. You understand? That's what we call the lookalike audience. I've already explained interest. Interest is more like people that are interested in what event. I'll use the event planning. You can also, if it's for perfume, you're interested in what you can search for perfume. You might see people interest is when you go to Facebook. I wish I can share my screen now, but I want to run through this thing before I even do that. So you can go through your when we go through that, I'll show you how you can target audience on Facebook. You can target audience. Sorry, please you guys should write me later so I will not forget. Remind me later so I will do that for you. You can see they will maybe search for event planning. You might go to the end, you see something like interest. And if you don't see interest, you will see something like behaviors, depending on whatever it is you search for. So you have to know your audience, like the back of your like you have to know everything about them, everything about what they look like, so that when you are looking for the interest, it's much easier for you. Now let's go to TikTok ads. TikTok is best for what? Viral products, as we all know, and Gen Z products. Viral and what Gen Z products or Gen Z viral products. Anything you want Gen Z to use now, all those maybe it's dancers, if it's clothes or anything, you know that Gen Z is like. That is why many people sell what physical wears on social media. So Gen Z viral products and best form is what short videos with hook. You have to what use short videos because if it's not dancing videos, why they want to view your why would they want to view your ad on TikTok? I don't know how TikTok works now. Why would they want to view your ad if it is not interesting and if it's not short? They will just scroll through ASAP. Now targeting type is what interest plus algorithm. Interest plus what algorithm. You have to search based on interest. If it's people interested in dancing challenge, you know now, you know all those TikTok stuff. I don't know how to dance. Not those TikTok stuff. So you have to know all those things, their interests, and then how the algorithm works to use TikTok ads. Now for LinkedIn, LinkedIn we all know is best for what? B2B, business to business, professionals and cost sales. If you want to do business to business ad, like you want to target business people, businessmen and women, and you run a business too, LinkedIn is the best platform for you. So LinkedIn ad is expensive than every other ad I've seen. So another thing I said what is for what professionals. Professionals, I mean, if you want to run adverts to target professionals, you use LinkedIn ads. If you want to run adverts to sell your course on social media, you use what LinkedIn ads. Now, Ad style is what sponsored post. You can sponsor your post, particular post to me. You can sponsor it or sponsor messages. Sponsored messages. I don't know if you use LinkedIn, you see that sometimes you might just get a message from an organization. That is what sponsored messages. You can sponsor your message to reach a particular set of people based on what their interests or maybe their behavior. Now, targeting type is what job title, industry, and company size. They might want to target you based on what your job title. What is the job title you have on your social media? Where do you school? Your location. All those things are what they target you from on LinkedIn. Now for Pinterest, it's best for what female-led markets. Why? Because Pinterest is more about it's a search engine. I always say that Pinterest is a search engine, and you know search engines are where ladies mostly want to go and beautify themselves. If you go on Pinterest, you understand recipes, you understand clothes, you understand makeups, and the rest. What have you? Skincare tips and all that. That is where it's best for what female-led markets, trends, and what shopping. You can use the Pinterest for shopping too. When you go there, you see how it works. Once you click a particular product, once you click a particular product, they're likely to take you to their website. You understand? That's why I said it's what a search engine. Now, the art style is what promoted pins. You can promote your pins. There's something they call create ad pin. Create ad pin, and that's what we call create pin. So when you're creating ad pin, you can sponsor the create ad pin, the ad pin. Now, with your money to reach larger amount of audience. Now, targeting style is what keywords and search intent. You can like they will tell you, okay, what are the keywords you want to target on this advert? What is it that when people search for, it will pop up. So now maybe you sell perfumes. You want to target what you want to say people that search for what scents, people that search for perfume, what something I wanted to say. But then you have to know the keywords under your industry that people are likely to search for and put them with that what keywords and put them there. And what is the search intent? It can be how to style your clothes. You can even anything that is related to clothes, you can put that. Anything that is related to what body care, health care, skin care, you can what put them in that search intent. Now the last one I have here is what YouTube. YouTube can also serve as Google Ads because Google Ads cover every Google product. You can target any Google product, what have you, Google search, Google business, YouTube, anything Google products, Gmail, you can target Google products using Google Ads. And now it's for what? Long form storytelling targeting. What are they? Like you are already on YouTube. You see sometimes when you watch videos on YouTube, you see something like a skip post. Suddenly an ad will pop up and then you have to skip it. You understand? There are some of them you cannot skip because those ones are more paid for. Let me give you an idea. Let me give you scope. All those ones now you see that maybe after you run it, it will not skip until the end. Then that one is better money. Now, targeting style is what channel and keyword based. Channel based and what keyword based. Now, each platform has its own ad language. Each platform has its own ad language. Knowing when and where to advertise matters. Knowing where and when to advertise matters. I don't know how else to say this thing. Knowing where, like depending on your product, you should know where to advertise and when to run the advert. Now, types of ad objective. Give that high level how to for the okay. So now type of ads by objective. There's something we call the awareness campaign. There's something we call the what awareness campaign. And what it means is show your business to more people, just to show your business to more people, to make people know about you. So your awareness campaign, I would prefer you use there's something we call mini content strategy, but that is not for you. That is a very high level of like it required high level of thinking and high level of research to figure out that strategy. So it's not for this place. So awareness campaign I say is what for making more people to reach your brand. Making more people to reach your brand. Now, example is a bakery running a Mythos ad in Owerri. A bakery running what? A Mythos. They might say, okay, meet us at this particular area. They might just, and that meet us now will have a video. It might be a video of where to meet, like look at their shop. They might just show you their shop opening. Can be their shop launching, their shop opening. Not like meet us at this place to run ads. Now, engagement is what? Engagement campaign is what? To get likes, comments, and shares, and to get messages too. You can use engagement campaign to get messages, depending on which destination you took the people to. Because every ad you should have a call to action button. Now, it's what to do with the call to action button that matters. You understand? What to do with the call to action button really matters. So you should know where to put the call to action button. Now, example is what? A fashion page boosting a new design post. They just had a new design and now they want to what, advertise it. What do? They use the engagement campaign. So people come and tell them, oh, I like this dress. Oh, how much will this dress be sold? Oh, this one. You know that kind of thing now. That new vibe. They would like to get. You understand? Now, let's go to traffic campaign. There's something we call the traffic campaign. What is the traffic campaign for? To drive clicks to websites. As I just said, it's what traffic. It should drive clicks to website or your WhatsApp just to gather what traffic to a particular area, to a particular point. Is what the traffic campaign. Now, a landing page ad for a free book. You can create a landing page or maybe your website or your e-commerce website, drive what campaign to that your website or to your landing page. Maybe to download a particular book, as I said earlier. Maybe to buy your products. Maybe to search out for a new product. That is the same thing these people use. Temu use traffic campaign to drive people to their website because they just and then they use carousels. They use e-commerce mixed with the traffic campaign. So you just have to when you now click on it, they not tell you go to their website and get register. They tell you to what download their app to register. You understand? It's to drive people to a particular point to not make them what register there. Now the next one is what leads campaign. Collect users information. Collect what users information, as the name just said, is for leads. You can collect their email, their phone number, or maybe you can just create on Facebook. There's something they call instant form. You can create an instant form there to gather those informations. Maybe later on you not send them an email. Send them an email like this. The form you used to register for this class is a Google form. I can simply use that form to what, gather information on Facebook and maybe on Instagram or on LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn to gather audience for this class. So that is going to be for next time, next discussion. Now, what is best for leads campaign? Example is what giveaway ads collecting what WhatsApp number. You can tell them, okay, I want to give you a free ebook if you give me like I'll send the free ebook to your email. That is the best offer. You can tell them I'll send the free ebook to your email if you register. Now, another type of campaign is what conversions. It's to what make a sales or sign up. Showing products demos with the buy now button. That's for conversion. Their conversion ads. Conversion is basically what sales. Conversion is the same thing as sales. Or maybe to get people to sign up to make a particular action. But majorly known as sales. Now you can boost your video views using one engagement campaign. We have discussed that. Now I want to say something. A note at the end of this my slide says what? You don't just run ads. You pick what results you want first. That is your objective. First of all, pick up what do I want from this advert. Then you now know, okay, look at the objective of my advert. If you don't know what you want from an advert, then you're just going to waste your time, waste your money running adverts. So you have to know what you want from an advert, what is going to be the call to action button, and that will help you do what? Pick the objective right. Now, the next thing here is what? Ad budgeting. Ad budgeting. For campaign, you can start as small as on TikTok. You can start as small as 1,500, I believe, 2,000. And on Facebook, you must start with $1, which is right now it should be 117, approximately 17. So you should start small when you're starting out. And the best campaign to start with is what? Engagement campaign. Let me tell you, if you open a new ad account and you just can start the sales campaign, they might buy account. So best start with what? Engagement campaign. And there's something that we call daily budget and lifetime budget. I'm sorry. I don't know how stressed I am. Now there's something we call daily budget and there's something we call what lifetime budget. Daily budget is how much you want to spend daily for this advert. You might choose 2,000 daily, 3,000, 10,000, what have you, 15,000, 20,000. And then lifetime budget is how much you want to spend for this entire advert and for how long. That's what lifetime budget. Now, how ad bidding works. Ad bidding. What is ad bidding? Ad bidding is more like, okay, you're bidding for. I want my advert. Let me say each message I get, I want it to cost 15 naira. That's what you're telling Facebook. Now you're telling them to go and look for people that are going to cost 15 naira to run this advert. That's ad bidding. I'm going to show you all that when I share my screen. I hope that works out. Now, I want to say something at the end of this one now. You don't need millions. You don't need millions. What you need is a clear goal and the right content. Yes, you don't need millions. What you need is what a clear goal and the right content. There's an advert I ran recently, and someone came to my DM. I was like, "Wait, is this Facebook ads?" Because it was costing less. It was like, "How did I get 10 naira per cost per click as 10 naira?" Because Facebook got more expensive, and people are getting cost per click could be like cost per click can be like 30 naira, 15 naira. So I was like, it was because of what I got the right goal, the clear goal. I got the right audience, and the content was what engaging. Why will people not click on it if your content is engaging? People will obviously click on it, and then when more people click on your post, you spend less because you're giving Facebook relevance. You're keeping people on their right, so that's why you spend less when people click more. Though yes, you might say, okay, let's say 10 naira, and then you many people click. Let's say when it was meant to cost 20 naira, less people clicked, and then you got. I don't know if you understand, but then more, the more people that click, the lesser the cost to your advert. So take note of that. Now, my eighth slide have what makes an effective ad. What makes an effective ad? One is a clear headline. What is the first thing people see when they open your advert? A clear headline. Stop scrolling stop image or video. Will people stop when they see your image or your video? You should have that in mind. Ask people whenever you want to use a creative, be like when you send it to people, will they stop and want to comment? Will they stop and want to engage? You should keep that in mind. And engaging creative is very necessary. If your video or your creative is not engaging, it might not work out, or it will never work out. Why? Because you are converting a cold audience. You have to give them something engaging enough to want to buy from you, to want to trust you. You have to give them that guarantee, and that is how you present yourself the first time they meet you. So what? A hook video, a compelling offer or a hook. What is a compelling offer? What do you offer them? What are you offering them? Is this something for free? Is this something they really need? Like you have already studied this people, look at their pay here. Look at something these people really need. And if I put this product like this, or if I put this advert like this, it's obviously going to guide their attention. So what is a compelling offer? You have to craft that a compelling offer. Compelling enough to what hook their attention. Now a call to action button. You know that a call to action button can affect something. There's some people that might not like the idea of shop now, but then they might like the idea of buy now. Like when someone told me that, I was like, wait, he was like, his ad was having issues. Like my Facebook ad coach was like, his ad was having issues. So he went and was like, what exactly is the problem? The content were engaging, but then people were not taking action. People were engaging, but they were not taking action. Those things are two different things. People might be engaging, but they might not be taking action. So now, what he did now, he changed the buy now, or he initially purchase now, and then he changed it to what buy now, because that's the common language people like or people understand. And if you are dealing with luxurious audience, like people living at Lekki now, what you might want to do is what shop now. Remove buy now, remove purchase now, don't even try it. They want to what shop online. So use what shop now. So all those things are what you have to gather from what your research, your audience research. Audience research is very necessary. I will keep laying emphasis on that. And then, okay, that is even the last thing here on my list is what well-defined audience. Well-defined audience. The well-defined audience is going to confirm every other thing. If your audience are not well-defined, nobody is going to buy from you, and then it's a waste of money for running ads. So, career opportunities and business opportunities. Now, in ad management, there are different things you can do. I've already said you can be an ad specialist as a freelancer or an agency role. You can be e-commerce, and you can start e-commerce and WhatsApp sales. You can send people to your website, your e-commerce website to buy from you, or WhatsApp sales, get people to your WhatsApp to buy from you. Another one is campaign managers for small and medium businesses, business entrepreneurs. You understand? You can be their campaign manager, their ad manager. You can be an ad copywriter. You can be an ad copywriter. Once you're able to study ads and study their audience, you can become what? Ad copywriter. You can be a social media manager. As I told you yesterday or day before yesterday, as a social media manager, you can do what? Add the fact that you can brace yourself with the skill of what? Running advert. So when and it's a very powerful combo. So they don't have to hire somebody outside to run the advert. It's all in your description. It's all in your budget. Like it's going to be what you're going to be paid for a month. So you are getting money for both creating the content and running the adverts. Is that not the perfect combo? Now, knowing how to run ads open doors across all industries. Everyone needs traffic. Everyone does what needs traffic. So knowing how to run ads open doors across different industries. So let's bear that in mind. Sorry. Now, do we have any questions before? Just if you have any questions, let me know. Why I open my ad manager on my laptop. And I would like to know the two people that are online here, or if you're watching me from anywhere, please type on the comment section your name and where you're watching me from. I'm waiting. Okay, I'm going to be sharing my screen now. Alright, so I can edit that. Glad to have you. Now let's go to social media ads. I hope you can see my screen. I hope you can see my screen. Yeah. So I want to change my. I don't. This is my main account. I don't like using it to explain anything. Let me use an account, my dollar account, my dollar ad account, to illustrate this. It's loading. Now to get to this place, now let me tell you guys something. To get to this type of business suit. Now when you go to Meta Business Suite, so I'm not have to log it in. But when you come here, they will tell you to do what? Log in your Facebook account. And when you do that, then there's something I wanted to show. When you log into your Facebook account, this is one of my I don't like using people's brand. But when you log into your Facebook account, this is under my name because I'm already in charge of how many pages I have, like how many pages I have access to that I'm an admin on. So that is why this is appearing here. But I can switch in between the pages. This is also where I can create a post, create an advert for this brand. You can look at the Meta Business we were talking about yesterday. Schedule post and then wait for it to be posted on Facebook, Instagram. You see Facebook and Instagram, but then they are not connected here. So I'll have to connect the Instagram page so that when I'm posting on Facebook, it's automatically being posted on here on Instagram. So look at this particular ad manager. Hope you can see my screen. So this ad manager is where you go to. It's not take you to that place that I'm on. So there's something we call account overview. We are on right nice campaign. You see what I'm saying now? I don't know how to, you see all these things. You see it here. All these things that look at it here. You see all those things that are showing there, see them here too. So When you come here, you can just go to account overview to overview the account. Let's go. Let's open another page because now this is an ad manager. This is ad manager. I went to ad manager. And you still see the same thing that we have there. I hope you can hear me because I cannot really see. Wait, can you guys see my screen? Oh, you guys can only see this place. Am I correct? Oh, you guys cannot see all this place. Okay, let's see. See what I was saying here. See the Meta business suit. Open Meta business suit. And when you come here, this is where you can create posts. Connect the Instagram account. Schedule post here. Look at where it say connect to Instagram. Then you can schedule the post here. Then you can. This is the tools this tool I was talking about under social media management. You see, you can manage comments here. To-do list. You can manage comments here. You can see all the posts that have been made. So this is what Meta Business Suite. Anybody that give you access to their page, you already have access to this Meta Business Suite once you're an admin on the page. So now, I said when you come here, you click on what? After clicking on business.facebook.com, it will take you here. And it took me here. And it took me here now. See where I am. It's still under my name. Why? Because I just have access to the page. And when I'm running adverts, I can see campaigns. You see now, it will take me back to this place. I don't know if you can see my screen. Take me back to this place. So this is campaigns. If you can be doing this thing now, best for you. See, it's taking me back here. So I want to change. I don't like using this is my personal Facebook account. And yesterday I talked about what? Not using your personal Facebook account to run ads, so it will not get. This personal, you see my account here. And then when you go up, you see business portfolio. So I use business portfolio, so I don't use what my account. This is my account, and I will use my what business portfolio, which is this one. And this is where we got that visitor and page likes that I was showing you there. So now let's go back. So right here, once you get to this interface, just might not have all these campaigns here. I just come here. Things that I just talked about now. You see all of them display here. You see awareness campaign is for what? Reach, brand awareness, video views, store location awareness. Traffic is for what? Link clicks, page views, Instagram profile visits, Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp. For engagement ads is for what? Good for messages on these three platforms. Good for video views, post engagement, conversions, and what calls. Lead ads is good for what? Instant forms, as I said. Messenger, Instagram, and Facebook leads, conversions, and what calls. App promotion for what? App installs and app events. Sales is for what? Conversions. Catalog sales. Catalog sales is the one I talked about that Temu used. And then Messenger, Instagram, and then calls too. So all these things are what? Creatives. Now, I said if we want to start, it's best to start with the engagement campaign. So let me show you guys something. Let me just create a draft ad. We will not necessarily go deep. Now, this is tailored campaign. I don't like using tailored campaign because they have already told me what to use, but they don't know exactly what I want. It's what they told me to use. Is that what I want? No. So I prefer using what manual campaign. Because this one now they've already created some things for me that I might not like. So it's better use my hand to create everything from scratch. You understand? So let's continue. Who said not clear to see? Chijoke, you said it's not clear enough. You can change I don't know if you can you change your view? How will I say it now? When you go to your setting on this platform, you see something like um is it photo quality? You see something like photo quality. Or maybe you can change your phone to landscape mode improve the photo quality to highest. What are you replying yes for, please? Please let me know why you're replying yes. Okay, if you can see clearly, you let me know. Now let's go back. So here now, there are three different levels here. This is the campaign level and this is the what art level. So I'm going to take you through all these levels. Yeah, there's not necessarily anything. You can just change the campaign name to help you with identification. Let me say acquire here. Acquire campaign just for identification sake. Then this category is now you might not necessarily need it except you are doing one of these things. You are selling financial products or services. You are selling what art for job offers, internships, professional certification programs, and related opportunities. You are creating employment. This for housing, people, art for what property listing, home insurance, mortgages, and other related opportunities. And social issues, election and politics. If you are running adverts based on these topics, then you can click on any of them and select them. But if not, you just leave it blank. You don't need to select anything. And then you come down. See, the campaign we chose was engagement. So it's still showing here. More options is engagement spending limit. I don't want to have any spending limit, but you can set what spending limit of this campaign. You don't want it to exceed this particular amount, so you can set that here. So now advantage or budget. Now, if you come here, you see this thing like one ad set, one ad. All these things what can be duplicated. Okay, George. Okay, Gregory, Gregory. Okay, Chijuki. Let's use Chijuki. So that being said, I was saying something. So that being said, I said we can what duplicate any of this. And now when we duplicate this, but then how do we do this now? If you come here, let's go to this asset so I can explain this thing better. Now we come here, you see that there's something like budget here, right? Because I did not choose anything this side. That is because I didn't choose anything. Like I did not choose an advantage budget here. That is why this budget is appearing this side. But if I choose this budget here, let me turn it on and go back there. You understand what I'm saying now? You see now that budget is now here. I will not choose anything this side. You see what I'm saying now? The only thing I can choose here is what schedule. But I cannot choose the budget because it's already there. You understand? The budget is already set here. I can only choose the date, start date and end date. So let's come back here. So I'll show you that budget in I stop there. But no, this budget is too small. Increase your budget to continue. And you cannot choose anything below. Let me show you this thing now. Let me choose 1.5. What did this thing tell me? This budget to continue. Let's choose 1.6. You see now it worked. Why? Dollar is around our 1.516. That's why it worked. If not, if I choose let's say 1.550, this one did not work because this is too small. So you must choose what up to $1. So let's use 2,000 depending. But from what I just said, adverts here. Once you duplicate this budget will still what span across these places. But if you set the budget here, you're only using it for this one ad set. And when you duplicate it, you have to have another ad set. But then if you want to duplicate your assets, you do what? Fix the budget here so that this budget now can cover for any amount of advert and ad sets. I hope you guys are following. Please, I want to be sure someone is following me in this class. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you. Next, though. So, as I was saying, let's go down. We are still the campaign level. Oh, this call. I really need to take this call. But seems like I won't. So, so that being said, that's the only thing you can set up here. This A/B test is more like, as it has said here, help improve ad performance by comparing versions to see what works. So now this one now is if you want to run two different adverts, but then you are not very sure which one to use. What you can do is if you turn on this, if you turn it on, after this advert, just once you finish placing this advert and publishing it, it will automatically take you to another advert, which you are going to what set up again. And then the algorithm or maybe Facebook will now by itself to now what test these two adverts and tell you which one is better. Like it will let's say it use its hand to do its verification and analysis. You don't have to come to this advert check, go to that one and check. You're just going to find them one place because of what this A/B test. So you understand what I'm saying. When it's turned on, you see what would you like to test? See the creative, the video. How much you want to spend on this test ad? You see it here. How long you want to run it? How do you want to compare the performance? Which ads do you want to test? Do you want then I tell you to set or duplicate ads? But that's what we are doing here. So let me start this one too. I just wanted to explain that to you. I should not be telling you all those things as little secrets of Facebook ads. Now let's go to the next, which is the ad set level. Now this ad set level, you can still change the name to what? Acquire ad set. Now when you come here, it's notification. Do you want to send them to your message direct destination, messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, or do you want to get people to watch a video and interact with your post and events? Or do you want to get calls? Do you want to get people to visit your website, app? Do you want to send people to your app, or do you want to send people to your Facebook page to like your page? You understand? So all these things are what different objectives or different conversion locations. So the most common one is what to get people to message you. Now you come and select the Facebook page you'll be using. If the Facebook page is connected to Instagram, you have automatically what place this advert on both Facebook and Instagram and the Instagram account. So you can select anyone, but let's leave that one that is already there. Oh, my page is there. Let's just leave it. This is a dummy ad. I'm not going to be publishing it. Now destination is where my Instagram is not connected to my Facebook, so that is why it's not turned on. And then this must be what you must be using business WhatsApp to be able to run WhatsApp adverts on Meta Business. So you have to use what business WhatsApp. If this is connected, I can simply add it But then I might just want to remove one and just want to send people to just my WhatsApp. Or if you want to send people to just your Instagram, you turn off this too. But then one must be on. You understand? Now, see what they just said here. Seems like I've look at your budget must be what 100 and this thing. So I will have to, because the dollar should be around this amount. I have to put it at 170,000. So let's go down. What is the performance goal? What do I want to get from this advert? Is what you see different performance goals. Maximize number of link clicks or maximize what conversations. I want to maximize conversation. For what reason? Conversation is what messages, but link clicks. Some people might just click on any link on your website, on your adverts, and then they might not. So it's best to go with what maximize number of conversations. Now, this is the big control I was talking about. Meta will aim to spend your entire budget and get the most results using the highest volume of bid strategy. This is optional. You must not what set a bid amount if you want to control your what maximum bid in every auction. By setting a bid control, you're telling Meta how to bid on results. If your ad set requires a conversion window, use that to determine your bid control. You understand? So this is now you can just set up, okay, look at how much I want to spend per results I'm getting. Now you can find what. Now look at this delivery type. Is it standard or do you want to edit it? This cannot be edited for some reason. This cannot be edited. Standard delivery. This so this is when you create a bid strategy, a bid control. That is when you can set up some of this. So this part is not very necessary. I don't usually set it up though. Now let's go to this budget and schedule. So I can do what change this thing what to what 2,000, and then you see all the changes will now look at all errors result. Now look at the lifetime budget and daily budget I was talking about. You can choose lifetime. The lifetime budget is how much you want to spend for the entire week. This one is already telling me it's in how many weeks. This is 10 days. And how much you're going to spend, you can still edit it. You understand? So depending. I usually use daily budget though. Sorry. This daily budget I don't want to set an end date. So I've turned it off. So what I usually do is I come to the advert and be like, okay, let's say that I want to run this advert for 10 days, but I don't want Facebook to know why. Because when they know, they will attempt to spend your entire budget and might not give you any result. So let's be like every day I just want to run this advert. So they will not know when I want. It's already giving them that okay, this person might not stop for 1 month. That is why I just leave it open. You can set it here. So this budget scheduling now is for what? This is where let me see if I want to schedule budget. Let's see what I want to do. You see now, it starts on this date and ends on this date. So I want this budget to increase by 500 naira. You understand? I want 500 naira from what? Like my daily budget. Though. They want me to increase my daily budget like from this 2000 to enter 25. You understand? See it now. Meta we aim to spend an average of 25 from this day to what this day. But then I don't want this. I don't. It's only necessary if you have already seen results from this advert, and then you want to now increase your budget. This is how you can increase your budget. Now, this audience control. This thing is already a nice what advantage audience. You can see. I can now optionally look at this one now. It's already set. I can include location and remove locations. I can set minimum age here. I cannot set maximum age. You understand? I can exclude this a particular type of audience, but no, I don't. I want to have access to everything about my audience. So what do? I go here and switch to what the original audience. I switch to original audience. So in this original audience, what do we have? You can see now we have every details of the audience, age, gender, and then this is where you now look at it now, add demographics, interests, and behaviors. You can add any kind of behaviors here. and any kind of interest of your choice. You can also add languages depending on, maybe you want to target a French country, a French country. So you come here and type the language it is. Like what kind of language, put they set the language to which particular point can view your advert. Understand? So placements, you can use advantage placement, which is what your budget will be allocated by meta system across multiple platforms based on where it's likely to perform best. Or you can edit it and come to what is in this manual placements now. Let's come down. See what is either it's running on Facebook, audio network, Instagram, Messenger, and what threads. They've added this thread recently and it's a very good development. So if you want to run on just Facebook, what turn off all these ones. If you want to run on just Instagram, you turn off all these ones. But what one must be turned on, one or more. One or more. And you can come here to remove the locations you will not like them to run. Now that being said, let's go to the next, which is the what? Ad level. You can click on that place or you come here and click on next. I'm very tasty. Let me round up this class so I can keep water. So, okay, still not loading. Next. So now we are in the ad level. This is the final level. This is where you want to set up the creative and what have you. So I've set up the name. So what I can do here now, they said this ad account does not have access to an Instagram account. Either I use the basic page or I do what? I go and turn off Instagram so that the messages will only come to what? My WhatsApp. So I have to do what? Let me go to this place now. You see, when I turn off Instagram, all these things will not show again. So I have to come here and turn off what? Instagram as a placement. Unless I want to connect an account there. It's still saving. Okay, all edits saved. So I can come back to what? The ads. As you can see now, it doesn't show again. Now we have kind of ads. We have flexible ad. We show your advert in the format we predict may perform best. I don't want that. I want to have control over my ad. I don't want anything flexible. Because now in the form it perform best. What if the text are not showing properly again because I'm using flexible? And then carousel, you can choose two or more scrollable image or what videos. That's for carousel. Now, when you come here, you see what you can use existing post that's already on your page to run the advert. You just have to select the post, or you can just create an advert from scratch entirely. So these are two different formats. And once you create that, see where you can set up creative. And that tell you to choose if it's an image advert or if it's what a video ad. So you choose which one it is you want to use, and then they will bring you here. You see the media, you set up the media it is you want to use, you crop it if it's necessary, you write the text or the content you'll be using for it. Let me choose one and let me use this one. See now, it's already showing me this is where you can crop it. And I say, do I want it to show like this or like this? Understand? See the original. If you want it to show like this, you can optimize it. But let's not use original. There's a place now we can go to optimize. I usually use original. Then when I come to crop, when I come to text, I set up the text here. Understand? You can set up up to 5 different texts and then they will know how to shuffle it among your followers. You can put the description of the ad right here, put the call to action button, which is what send WhatsApp message. Then after this, you come to enhancements. So all enhancements, all other enhancements are active. All of them are what open. This is where you come now. See test improvements, music. You can add music on default to your ad part. Visual touch up. It can clear your video, your creative. Text overlay. You can now this chat with us is what a text overlay. So people can just want to click on it now and still chat you. You understand? Enhance call to action button, image animation. So all these things now, that is why I left that original because to be optimized here. I left all the media what as original, so they'll come here what and be optimized. So done. See the ad preview, see how they will appear here. And if anyone will not work out, they will still tell you here. Look at they say your ad will not deliver to one placement. There is to be a reason. Now when audience network rewarded video, change the media of this placement to a video because they want a video to deliver to in this format. And they say what messenger inbox does not support this call to action button. So that's why it's not delivering towards messenger. I don't have a problem with that. To how many platforms already. See how it's going to appear on those platforms. So this is I put to you guys more than what I should. But there's no problem. Let me just be giving you guys ideas and experts. So now this one now, this destination location, you can come and edit this video. How do you want people to when they first message you, how do you want it to appear? You understand? So this is where they'll say hi, they'll put your name. Please let us know how we can help. This is what I'm going to say. You understand? And then person might see three messages like, hello, can I get more something here now? This is how it's going to be like. People just like when people message me, they first of all see the ad details then now they'll not be like, hi, the person's name. Please let us know how we can help you. The person might not see different pop-ups like different messages format the person can send. Maybe the person might send his or her own. You understand? If you choose this one, collect information via WhatsApp form, just edit it and put in the information. So now it's a valid email now, and now I can send to what business. You see, that's how it's going to be working. I cannot send anything right here because the ad is not running. So I believe I've done justice to this part. You can go and check out other creatives and how you can use them. And let me show you again how to duplicate. I've showed you guys many things. How to duplicate, just come here. You will see different icons. You see what so it's duplicate ad, copy ad, delete ad, and what have you. So that being said, with this viewpoint of mine, I'm sure I've been able to convince and not to convince you that Facebook ad exists. You just have to know how it works. So thank you very much tonight for joining. And I believe we are going to meet again. You guys need to give me water. I'm very thirsty already. So, do you have any question, please, before I go? Before we go, any question? Okay, we didn't have any class yesterday or next call, but we had it before yesterday, which was social media management. You can go through the video, the preview of the video, or maybe the replay of the video on my channel. And once you go through it, you can do what? Once you go through it, you can now write the assignment from there, from the lessons there. So with that being said, I believe we are good to go. Drop a like on this video and please keep sharing the class. Hi, Happy. Thank you for watching. Hope you followed through and now you can run Facebook ads for yourself and possibly for businesses. You can like and share my video, and then you can bring in your parents to join tomorrow. We are going to be talking about what content writing tomorrow. If I had time to, I would have taught you guys video ads, but no, I'm already tired. So let's meet some other time. Let's meet some other time. Oh, that would be nice, miracle. No problem, guys. Good night and have a good night's sleep. Bye.